Hey, what's up, you guys? Tom is back with another Linscents video. The wifey is here as well. Say hello, wifey.
Hello.
Man, it's been a while. Almost a week, and I was just trying to come up with some video ideas. Honestly, there's so many different videos. Everything has been done already. Best date night fragrance, sexy date night fragrances.
Just because it's been done doesn't mean it's been done by you.
It hasn't been done by me. So if you guys want to see me do one of those things, let me know. But I wanted to try to bring something a little bit new to the fragrance review game, if you will. But before we get into that, it is an honor to be playing on one of those electronic devices, whether it is that cell phone, maybe you got a new one, maybe you got a new tablet, maybe you got a new big screen TV, that TCL is high and almighty on that wall, and maybe you're watching me. The wifey says, let's watch a movie. You tell her, hey, shh, I'm watching Linscents, do a video. Then we can watch a movie. The wifey's getting mad. Why do you got to keep watching those videos? You just bought 10 fragrances last week.
And then she blocks your eye and then you can't see nothing.
Can't see nothing. And that's when you got to start hiding the credit card receipts. You got to start throwing out the bags. You got to start throwing out the boxes. Got to start lying and telling her this was from a long time ago. You just haven't opened it. But anyways, it is an honor to be playing on one of those electronic devices. If you guys are new to this channel, you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. And also comment and hit the likes too. I definitely like waking up in the morning to read those comments. They're kind of cool. Get back in touch with all you guys. So it is definitely cool on that. So with that being said, there are some fragrances that, okay, when you first spray it, the initial blast that you get is like a fruit, and the fruit is pretty much dominant in the fragrance. There are a few fragrances that come to mind. Polo Red Intense, you spray that, you get this beautiful cranberry smell. Unfortunately, I did sell that one, so I cannot add that one into this video. But I do have 4 of them where the fruit is like the main attraction of these fragrances. Now, we are going to go based off just the initial spray, because obviously these all turn into something different at the end of the life. So with that being said, I do have 4 of them sitting in front of me. One is a clone. Okay, the rest are actually real actual bottles. So just one is a clone, but the wifey is going to let you know what she thinks. She'll let you know what she thinks of the smell, and then maybe she'll even let you know which one she thinks is her favorite of these. Okay, so all of these are pretty much cheap except for one. But depending on where you get them, you can pretty much get them for cheap. But we will start off with the clone that I was telling you about. This one is from the house of Dolce. This is their Oriental Cherry. Now, you guys know this is Tom Ford's Lost Cherry clone. Now, this one, when you first spray it, that initial spray is that cherry. The cherry is nice, it's sweet, it's kind of syrupy almost, but it's definitely nice and bright. This would be a nice fall, cooler weather fragrance, just because the cherry is more like a, think of cherry, I kind of think of more of a fall. I don't think of like a summery fruit. I think of fall, cool weather, and then like almost like a date night. This would be like a date night fragrance because of how it smells to be. But here we go. I'm going to spray it away. By the way, Dolce does make some pretty good clones, and I do like their overall presentation. Kind of lets you know everything that's on the bottle right there that's in this juice. So this one, cherry, is the main attraction of this fragrance.
I like that one. I think, unisex?
It is unisex. With that cherry being super bright, probably actually leans a little bit more on the feminine side, to be honest. For me, I think it's actually more feminine, but a man can definitely rock this. But man, that cherry is bright. It is vibrant. It's everything that you would think of a cherry. Now, this kind of smells like almost a, what is it, a maraschino cherry?
Yeah.
Because honestly, if you've ever had a fresh cherry and smelled it, honestly, I don't really smell that much, but maraschino cherries, because it has that syrupy liquid in there and stuff. Sugar. So smell it one more time.
That smells really good.
Again, cherry is, there's almond in here, there's other stuff, but when you first initially spray it, you get that bright cherry. Okay, the cherry is kind of like the main attraction on that fragrance.
Do you think I can get away with that for our day date?
This could easily be a day date fragrance too. That's if you're a day date. involves some kind of like an actual real date, not just, oh, we just got to go to Walmart for the day, or we got to go to Lowe's or Home Depot. Not that kind of date. It's got to be actually a nice date,
Well,
like going out to
We're going to
a nice restaurant,
a coffee
or like maybe a brunch.
wine bar.
Okay, so for that, yes, that would be good. But just running errands, I would say don't do this one for errands. But a nice little day date, yes,
Somewhere I
day
actually
date,
gotta comb my
night
hair.
date, something where you gotta dress up a little bit. Yes, I would wear that. But again, nice cherry, nice bright, fresh. Second, now these things, yeah, you can have these for about I think $40 for these. Okay, if you buy like 5 of them, they let you save like a good pretty penny. So check them out.
Do they last
Dossier.
a while?
They do last. They could be better. They're probably not the highest as far as clone houses. They're probably middle of the pack. But for what you pay, you get like 4 of these, 5 of these for the price of one Tom Ford. Actually, you can get 10 of these for the price of one Tom Ford. So
Actually,
with that being said,
have a few of those. Mine last pretty good.
so
Pretty good.
with that being said, would you rather have, I guess, one that's about 100 ml or 10 of these, 10 differents? It's totally up to you. A lot of people will just say just go for the Tom Ford, but this company uses good quality ingredients as well too. So there you go. So that is Dossier. Next up is probably this is the cheapest one on this list because the house is Zara, and Zara is usually pretty cheap. This one is a vibrant leather bogos. Okay, this one, when you first initially spray it, it is pretty much pineapple heaven. The pineapple in here is so nice. People are gonna say it smells a little bit like a phony. What is a phony pineapple? That would probably be like when a candy company makes pineapple and you smell that. But
Like
man, honestly, when I smell this, I just think of now obviously canned pineapple is canned pineapple, but it was fresh before it got put into that can. Okay, it wasn't like grown in the can. Okay, and then it was fresh. They cut it in rings, then they stuck it in the can juice. So this is kind of what this smells like, a fresh opened can of pineapple rings, crushed pineapple, whatever it is. But this one, I'm telling you guys, the pineapple is lovely in this. I'm gonna spray it away. Let's see what the wifey thinks. And by the way, I got 4 of these guys. So 4 fragrances where the fruit is the star, okay?
It does smell like that can of pineapples.
Just fresh.
Or like pineapple upside down cake.
Pineapple upside down cake, because it does have like this little creaminess on the back side, but for the most part, the pineapple is the main attraction on initial spray. Again, these fragrances will turn into something completely different over time, but right up at the top, you are smelling that beautiful fruit. Man, pineapple, that is, again, that's not the freshest pineapple that you're gonna get off of a tree, okay? That is like a canned pineapple. That's what it smells like to me. But it does smell great. I love canned pineapple. Do you?
I do. I like it.
Who doesn't? So far, the cherry, even though I'm gonna give her one more spray because that cherry is kind of fading already a little bit. But
Well, I can smell it pretty good.
I mean, it's there. It's noticeable. I'm gonna do one more spray each,
just to make
and
it
just
fresh.
to see which one she likes so far, the cherry
Okay.
or pineapple.
If I had to go like for the sweetest note, it would definitely be the pineapple. It is sweet.
It's sweet now, but which one would you prefer over the two?
And I usually like really sweet, but I'm gonna have to go with the cherry. I feel like
Actually, I have to disagree with her. So this is where obviously we both have different opinions. I actually like the pineapple a little bit more. The cherry is definitely, it is very noticeable. It is very syrupy sweet. It's not super duper sweet like the pineapple.
I have my reasons. Only reason I would go with the cherry because I feel, and this is why, because I feel like that would last on me a lot better. Like, this is just for my own self. I feel like that would last on my skin a lot longer. That pineapple wouldn't last on me. I like the scent of the pineapple better, but I feel like that cherry will last on me better.
Now, one reason why this probably would last a little bit longer, and a lot of people have said that they don't get great performance with this. I actually do. because this is more for a fall, so you got to think of cooler weather. This got to battle a lot more elements, cool weather, all this other stuff. This is more like for a warmer weather. So you're going to be sweating, you're going to be getting hot, your body temperature is probably going to change a lot with this one. It's more of a fresh fragrance too. A lot of freshies do not last that long, but my personal favorite between these two is this one. The wifey likes the cherry, but there are 2 more left. And next up is from Terre d'Hermes. This one is Rhubarb Galate. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that correct, but it sounds cool. So that is that. This one, the rhubarb, is the show. Rhubarb. Now, if you guys don't know what rhubarb is, it's pretty much like a huge little stalk thing with a big old leaf on it, and you eat the stem part, and it's kind of sweet. It's kind of like salty. It's kind of earthy. It's a weird fruit. It is a fruit, by the way. Even though it looks like a vegetable when it's grown, it is a fruit.
If it has
I
seeds,
believe it is.
It is a fruit.
I believe it is a fruit.
Seeds, it is a veggie.
I don't know what it is, but
which is the rule of thumb, apparently. They said in school. I don't know if that's still true.
But this one is nice. It's bright. It's vibrant. It just smells great, you guys.
It smells like the name.
It's sweet. It's almost kind of soury. It's earthy. It smells great. When I first smelled this at Nordstrom, I wanted it right away. Nordstrom was selling it for too much, but I actually got this for like $58 on eBay. So,
and Nordstrom had it for $98.
Oh man, that smells so good. And obviously, this one is much different. The other 2 are sweet. This one has a little bit more of that earthiness. It is a little sweet, but it's not super duper sweet. It smells more earthy. It smells
like it rolled in a little dirt.
Yeah, like, and obviously that's what happens with rhubarb. Rhubarb is pulled and yanked right out of Mother Earth. But I like that one. What do you think?
I definitely.
It's almost kind of even bitter a little bit.
But it has like a fresh note.
There's a freshness about it.
Like
so there's so much going on with that. But the rhubarb, again, is the main attraction. It is fresh. It is sour. It is kind of sweet. It's bitter. It's kind of earthy. So which one so far now? Does the rhubarb take over now, or is it the cherry still? Pineapple?
That pineapple actually smells really good on him.
It is still good, see?
I just don't think it'll smell good on me, but it smells really good on him.
And smell the rhubarb one more time. So which one would be the winner of the 3 so far?
I like the rhubarb a lot.
Now, since these are kind of more like men fragrances, tell me what you would rather smell on me. How about that?
On you? So, okay. Okay, let me see. I don't want to smell this cherry on you.
Me neither.
Can I have that then?
She can have it.
Okay. Oh, well then.
Cherry?
No more cherry then.
Pineapple.
I like the pineapple
Rhubarb.
on him. I actually really like that rhubarb on you.
I actually do too.
I really like that.
So far, this would be my favorite, but there is still 1 more left to go. But this right here would be my favorite so far in this lineup too, followed by the pineapple and the cherry. But we do have 1 more, and it is the most expensive, and it is the newest. And it is from the DG, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. Now this one, when you first initially spray it, you are going to get a huge blast of grapefruit. The grapefruit is so good in this fragrance, you guys. Without this grapefruit, I think this fragrance is just but that grapefruit really stands out, and some people either love it or hate it. I love it. So.
Let me tell you, he sprayed this on an Ulta, and you should have seen the grin on his face. I was over there minding my business. It is and it's not like, it smells like breakfast. Like the grapefruit for breakfast.
If you just had a huge grapefruit sitting in front of you with that big spoon ready to just get that flesh out, that's what it smells like. You get this freshness, there's some woodiness and stuff, some watery notes. It's just such a lovely fragrance. But for me, this fragrance screams grapefruit. And now what it really comes down to is personal preference now, because obviously these are all going to be different throughout the day. So then you got to think of those factors into these fragrances. But we are, again, just going off the initial spray. Which one do you think smells the best? So cherry is obviously out of it. So
Yeah.
rhubarb.
I like that one.
That is grapefruit.
Mm-hmm.
And that is pineapple.
I like that pineapple, but it doesn't smell like it initially did. It still has that sweet note, but it's
It's starting to get a little woody.
Yeah.
That's where I said it's kind of woody. It's kind of creamy. It's still there.
It's still sweet, but not as sweet as it was.
Now the rhubarb is still
Vibrant. It smells.
The cherry
great.
is actually still kind of vibrant too. So
That cherry
obviously
smells
this is probably the least performing fragrance right here.
It smells good though.
It still smells
But
good.
you'll need to take a little decant with you to reapply.
Man, so this grapefruit, it kind of has this super fresh grapefruit again with the rinds, that little bit of bitterness, and it kind of almost even starts getting a little almost soapy smelling, soapy fresh.
You see?
It's almost, you still get that grapefruit, but it's starting to turn a little bit. It's not as bright and vibrant, but when you first initially spray it, it is super grapefruity.
I think I know which
It's
one.
still super grapefruity, but it's starting to, again, almost become this fresh, soapy, clean smelling fragrance. But now it is the moment of truth of all these. Okay, cherry, we're not even going to think of cherry. So just the three. Which one smells the best, and then also which one would you rather smell on me? Now, two of them, these are more going to be for your summertime. This rhubarb is more going to be for the fall, kind of springish.
But you know, for me, that doesn't really apply because I just pick whatever smells great to me.
Honestly, yeah, you guys. Again, spray what you will. Now, the only thing I will not tell you when it definitely comes to weather is definitely don't wear something too sweet in the summertime, because that's where it kind of becomes a little bit too much of a mess. Now, if it's summertime, but you're just going into the office, it's kind of climate controlled, then wear whatever you want. But as far as outdoors, try not to wear nothing too syrupy, too powdery. I don't think it would
Do you think
mesh
that makes
well.
bees attack you?
Probably. But of these three, which one do you think smells the best? And then also, which you would like to smell on me?
You guys might be shocked, but I'm gonna go for this one.
So she has picked that one, okay? And again, that one, the rhubarb is the star, okay? The rhubarb is the star of the show. It does start getting into this woodiness and stuff like that, and this freshness as well, but the rhubarb is the main attraction. And I would actually have to agree with that one. I think the rhubarb is the best as far as the smell, that initial blast. Again, this is just based off initial spray, not performance, not what it grows into. This is just initial spray, and this rhubarb smells great. I spoke highly on this when I first got it for good reason. That is that Rhubarb Galate. But that is the winner, followed by probably, what, the pineapple or the grapefruit? I'm going to go with the grapefruit. I think the grapefruit.
Pineapple one more time.
Obviously, the pineapple is definitely kind of fading. It turns into this pineapple-y, woody smell, where the grapefruit kind of turns into this grapefruity, kind of soapy, fresh, clean smell, which is also great as well.
Let me smell the cherry one more time, actually. That's actually not as sweet as it once was.
No, the cherry one almost turns into this. Now it's like this syrupy, almost honey smelling.
It actually smells better.
Almondy. You get that nutty, creamy, almondy, kind of honeyish, if you will.
That actually smells a lot better on you. So maybe men could get away with it now, because in the beginning it was quite sweet.
So, again, on initial spray, this one is the king. Now, again, this is my collection. Okay, you guys might have the collection where apples are the king or grapes are the king and stuff like that. I don't have grape fragrances. I do have an apple fragrance, but that is for another day. But this is the main guy right here. Rhubarb Galate, followed by, this would be my second pick, Dolce forever. Followed by this one, and then the cherry would be my last. But that is just my opinion. Okay. With that being said, again, we're trying something new, fruity fragrances. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. And if you guys did, hit the likes, comment, subscribe. And the wifey has to get to work doing some kind of editing skills. So you guys can watch this. So peace.
Yeah.